Hey guys, it's Shy. I am back again with Makeup for Beginners, this fun little series. And today we're going to be talking about eyeshadow, eyeliner, mascara, eyebrow pencils, you name it. We are about the eyes today. So, normally I don't do eyebrow pencils. I do have an eyebrow pencil. If you plan on buying an eyebrow pencil, I highly suggest to get one that comes with a little spoolie. And that's simply because it just makes things easier for you. So I will fill in my eyebrows a little bit like I normally would. If you want full-on eyebrows, like you don't have very great eyebrows, they're very thin, or you have blonde eyebrow hair, I would maybe try to find another video because I'm not the greatest. I actually don't need an eyebrow pencil because I'm very happy with the shape of my eyebrows. I'm very happy with how they form. Sometimes I will get, I'm going to move in a little closer like a creeper here. Sometimes they do get a little light right here and it's just kind of hard for them to see. Like you can tell there's not a whole lot right there. So I will on a very rare occasion fill them in. Otherwise I really don't. But for today, I will be filling them in. So this is the Brow Power pencil by It Cosmetics, and it comes with the spoolie. Spoolie is very nice. You want something with the spoolie because it will evenly get all of the eyebrow pencil through your eyebrow so it doesn't look really clumpy. And you also want it because it'll help move the hair so that you can kind of find somewhere that you missed, or it'll help kind of align it so how you want your eyebrow to look, and it kind of will keep the hair in place for you. That being said, let's get started. So this is going to be kind of weird because, yeah, it's a little odd. My mirror right next to me here. And I'm going to try my best to be helpful. When you're talking about your eyes, it's a lot easier to zoom in. So I'm sorry if you don't really see great. I can most happily make more videos when I'm able to do the whole zoom in effect thing. But for now, I'm just gonna kind of pencil, and I normally go pretty light because, like I said, I'm not great with this. You can see it kind of just, and then I just spread the product out with the spoolie. It makes my life a little bit easier. And of course, when you do one side, you always want to do the other. Now, let's see, and then it spreads it nicely, and then it just makes it a little bit more defined, and that's what I like. So that is an eyebrow pencil. There's multiple eyebrow pencils, there's wax, there's plenty of stuff. You have plenty of options. So if you're curious about other options, look into it a little bit. I mean, go online, go to like Ulta, Sephora.com, then you don't feel like you are obligated to buy anything or anything like that, and just check it out. I mean, see what you're interested in, read the product, find out, I would definitely go in and physically look at the product to see what color would match best, because if you're a redhead, you do not want black eyebrows. Looks a little weird. So you want to try to keep with the natural tone, unless you're doing some fun like Halloween look and you want to look a little silly, then have at it. That's your problem. So that being said, that is eyebrows. Nice and simple. Now we're going to move on to eyeshadow. I highly suggest to do mascara and eyeliner after eyeshadow. Simply, it just makes the process a little bit easier. So that being said, we'll begin. Normally, when I'm just doing my day-to-day makeup, which is what I'm doing today, I will be using this little Mary Kay cream eyeshadow as a primer. Just a nice little rewind for those of us that have just started watching. In my foundation video, I talk about the importance of primers and how it helps your makeup to stay longer. They do have eye primer for this reason as well. Your eyeshadow will crease right in the crease of your eye. Imagine that, your eyeshadow will crease in your crease. Because of that, if you don't want that crease, which most people don't, you want an eye primer to help it last a little bit longer. This is not the greatest eye primer if you're going for a long period of time wearing eyeshadow. I will normally wear this when I'm going a little bit more crazy. This is my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in the original. They also have anti-aging and they have color and all that other crap. It's like $12, I want to say, for this little tube, which it's just about the size of my hand, we'll call it. So that being said, if you want something that's a little bit more heavy duty, I'd highly suggest them. They work really well for me. If it doesn't work for you, that's okay. Everyone's different. So in that case, I actually will use this on a regular basis, a daily basis, and it works pretty well. They do have other cheaper eye primers. This is just what I found works for me. So I will take a little pinky full, and I actually just put my pinky right into the little pot there, and I put it all over my eyelid, all just throughout. And that just makes my life a little bit easier there. You do want it to have a little bit of time to get kind of tacky. You don't want it to just start out fresh right off the bat. But then you can see now there's a little bit of shimmer on my eye. And that's just from this. This is technically an eyeshadow. It's technically a cream eyeshadow. I don't feel like it does a great job as an eyeshadow because you have to put a lot of it on. And for those of you that know me, I do like doing the crazy makeup with like a lot of eyeshadow colors and stuff. When I'm doing it on a daily basis though, and I don't have a lot of time to play it, I really don't want a lot of heavy makeup. So actually today, because my face makeup videos are done, I'm not wearing foundation, I'm not doing contour, I don't have bronzer. After my eyes, I normally will do all of that, and today I'm actually just planning on doing tinted moisturizer. So just for a fair warning for everybody out there that is watching. Now we're actually going to do something that I found to be quite helpful. It's a little tip that I've learned from watching Sabrina, and she is actually a beauty blogger, vlogger person on YouTube, and she does this wonderful little thing. So with this specifically, I'm going to be using my Jaclyn Hill palette, and I actually like to go into this color right here. It's close to my skin tone, so I like to go in on that color. It looks pretty dark on camera, I promise you it's not. I will take a brush, go into that color, and I put it all over my eyelid. You always dust off the excess, tap it off there, and I actually will go through and just do it all right like that. And I do this because it helps all of my eyeshadows to blend. So I do this with all of my makeup looks. I do not just do it for daily or for my fancy pantsy, just having fun looks. I do it for all of my looks, and it helps the eyeshadow that I'm going to be putting on to blend nicely, and it gives it a little bit more of a natural blending effect, and it doesn't look so choppy. So that being said, this was from my Jaclyn Hill palette. You do not need to buy these palettes that I have. I do not actually have a lot of palettes. The next palette I have is my Pure Pro, and I'm actually going to be using that one today for my daily look. So today I think I'm going to go into, let's see, I think I'm going to go into Muddy and put that on the, right here, and I'm going to put that in on right here, this outer corner of my eye, and I'm probably going to do maybe about halfway of it, just something simple, nice and easy. The look that I'm doing is kind of like a two-tone, there's just two different colors. So that being said, let's just, I take a nice fluffy brush and I just kind of pat it on. And I start at the corner and I kind of work my way in. It gives a nice blended look because most of the product is then put it on the outside, and you are going to look a little funny. I look a little funny, like half my eyelids covered with this muddy color here. Go back in. When you're working with eyeshadow, I highly suggest always tap off the excess amount. I do it with all of my powdered makeup, but it's helpful because then you don't have a lot of buildup on your brush, and it's not an excessive amount of eyeshadow for your eye. So that being said, that's just a little tip. I do that, like I said, with all my makeup, and that's just because in the end, it's just a lot to blend out. So as you can see, they're done, and I would like to just point out at this point, when it comes to your eyeshadow, eyebrows, mascara, I've kind of noticed a lot of people don't necessarily have perfectly symmetrical eyes, and that's okay. A lot of people don't have perfectly symmetrical anything. It's just not a thing. Now I think I'm going to go in with just, I think I'm going to do just kind of a fun little, I think I might do, I don't know, I think maybe Mani, right here. This little like pinky color. I think that'll look pretty with the brown. We'll try it. Makeup is a trial and error thing. Now for shimmer shades, because I put on a matte, so if you know absolutely nothing about eyeshadow, there are different kinds. There's metallic, there's matte, there's shimmer, there's glitter. You have different kinds of eyeshadow. You have pressed pigment, you have loose powder eyeshadow, you have cream eyeshadow, you have stick eyeshadow. Once again, there's a lot of different kinds of eyeshadow. You just have to go with what you want. So that being said, I am currently using, I want to say this is pressed powder eyeshadow, pressed eyeshadow. It's just a palette. It's an eyeshadow palette. Depending, if you're doing like a pressed pigment, that is more pigmented and gives you more color. I honestly don't know. I got this as a gift, so I honestly don't remember if it's pressed pigment or not. That does make a difference though. When you're using pressed pigment eyeshadows, they will dye your eye, not your physical eye, but like your lid. And that's just because they're very concentrated, super concentrated, which is another reason why you like to get in the habit of tapping the excess off of your brush. That being said, for my regular day-to-day stuff, I do not like to go crazy with glitter. I like to kind of keep it pretty basic. If you want to add a little bit of extra shimmer, you can always wet your brush with setting spray, so just a little squirt, and I always kind of shake it a little bit to just dry it a tiny bit so it's a little tacky, and then you can go in with a shimmer shade and put that on. I'm not going to be showing that to you today because once again, this is my daily look. I don't really get into that. If you guys would like to see an extravagant video of me doing like full face, let's just cake face it, let me know in the comments. And that very well could be done. I'm not super into it most of the time. I don't normally have a lot of time to play. That being said, once again, going into Money right here. And it's this pinky shade, and we're just going to see, I take my flat brush and I put it in, and I always tap the excess off, so we are not trying to look like little crazies. I will put this on the half of my eye that does not have any official color, and sometimes I actually will use my mirror here to tap it off. I do enjoy this mirror. Oh man, I love it. I don't know what the heck it's called. I'd have to look it up on Amazon if you're interested, but it was a fairly cheap mirror. I'm quite happy with it. It works wonderfully, plus it's rechargeable batteries, so I don't have to buy batteries for it all the time. I can just plug it into my Android phone charger, and she's set. Ooh, I kind of like that. Nice and easy. So, nice and easy. I just need to do a little bit of blending, but I feel like the color works really well with the brown. Let's do the other side. I always blend at the end just because then I can add or take away when I'm done with it, and then I don't have to worry so much about trying to make it look nice while I'm doing it, and I can just worry about it at the end. So that being said, ta-da! Super simple. Once again, I only used 2 eyeshadows and they were from the same palette. So very easy. Very easy. This is normally my day-to-day look. Now I'm going to go ahead. I like to take a nice little fluffy brush here and just spin it around. Blend it out. And I feel like that's probably where my eyeshadow look is going to end. Ta-da! Pretty simple. I'm fairly happy with it actually. Nice and easy. Very simple. Very simple. I do not like to go crazy on a day-to-day basis. It's not good for your skin either. So take it easy. Now we're going to move on to eyeliner and mascara. So I actually have a couple different eyeliners. Here's that stick eyeshadow I was talking about earlier. This is an e.l.f. product. It's got eyeshadow on one side and a eyeliner on the other. I also have a pencil eyeliner, and I do have this little liquid brush eyeliner situation. I don't know if you can. So I will use the liquid brush one when I'm doing eyeliner on the top of my eye on a day-to-day basis. I don't actually wear eyeliner. It's a lot of extra work. For today, I'll just put some around just to kind of show you how I do it. Everyone does eyeliner differently. Don't worry about it. It's just what you want to do. It's all what you want to do. So that being said, let's go ahead and let's get started here. So I like to put it underneath right here like this. I'm going to have to, I'll put it in the top waterline of my eye, and I put it on the bottom waterline of my eye. Now, it will not stay all day. Eyeliner is the only thing that if you really want it to stay all day, you're going to have to keep reapplying. But that's okay. It doesn't matter. Next, for mascara, and then our eye look will be complete, and I will go on about my day. Mascara is kind of an interesting thing, so fair warning. Do not use other people's mascara because that is how infection spreads, and if you get an eye infection, it sucks. I have never had one, just a word to the wise. And also, fun little fact, the more times that you pump your mascara, which is where you take the wand and you go in and out like that, that actually causes more air to get into their mascara, and that can cause a lot of infection, bacterial stuff too. Always, always, always replace your mascara every 3 months. Don't keep mascara for a long time. If it is not opened, don't worry about it. If it is opened, even if you used it one time, toss it out. 3 months, man. 3 months. Otherwise, you are just about bound to get eye infections. And it styes, eye infections, none of that is fun. Your eye will swell up. It's just a crap hole. So, do the world a favor. Take care of yourself first. Next, mascara. Mascara comes in different colors. It comes in different tubes. They have mascara for all sorts of different things. If you want to have more volume, if you want to have length, if you want to have volume and length, if you want waterproof, it all just depends on what you want. For me, I will occasionally use this fun little handy dandy thing to curl my eyelashes. And it doesn't really make much of a difference, but then when I put mascara on, I notice a difference, and I do quite like it. So I will actually take the wand out of the tube, and I try to get the chunky chunks off. And then I do one on the top, and I get the bottom. Now, I'm going to fair warn you guys, everyone has this face that they do when they do mascara. It's very normal. Like, everyone has that face where they're like, some people have their mouth open, some people don't. Now I will go in and get more, kind of swirl it around and get more. And wipe off the excessive amount at the tip there and just go at it. Everyone does the mascara face when they're trying to concentrate. Word to the wise, if you get mascara anywhere but your eyelashes, do not fret. Don't wipe it off. See, there's my mascara face. So let's talk about, if you get mascara on your face, don't fret. Don't wipe it off right away. If you let it dry, it'll crunch up and you can just smear it off and it'll be fine. So we're going to wait a little bit for that to dry, actually. And I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about. Now, that is the complete makeup look. Mascara and eyeshadow, eyeliner, brows. So let me know in the comments if you're interested in more eye makeup tutorials. If you'd be interested in me trying to replicate your Pinterest dreams. and anything of that nature. So yeah, and we'll leave it at that. Now, let's see, are you dry? No, it's not dry. I put a lot on. Whoops. Alrighty, folks. I have overlapped time, so it probably just skipped a little bit, but yeah, so it's still a little wet, but as you can see, it's smearing. I'm just going to, you can just kind of peel it off like that, for lack of other words. Mine's obviously still a little wet, but if you do that instead of trying to hurry up and wipe it off, it'll be okay. And then you don't have to fix your foundation. So, still a little mark, but not so bad. And then if I wanted to, I could go back and touch up. And ta-da! And that's a lot easier than hurrying up and trying to scrub it off and then fix your foundation and then redo all of your concealer and bronzer and all that stuff. If you want to do that, you don't have to do all those steps. So that was my eye makeup tutorial for the Makeup for Beginners series. And if you liked this video or any of the other videos, like my channel, subscribe, share it with the world. Let's try to get this thing viral. Alrighty, we'll see you later. See you next time. Bye.